Hello everybody, this is me Alquan. And I want to talk about an online shopping brand that is still exists today and can be seen on commercials. And that is Etsy. Etsy is an American e-commerce company with an emphasis on the selling of handmade or vintage items and craft supplies. These items fall under a wide range of categories, including jewelry, bags, coloring, home decor, religious items, furniture, toys, art, as well as craft supplies and tools. It was used as a vintage for 20 years. As of December the 31st, 2024, Etsy had over 100 million items in its marketplace, and the online marketplace for handmade and vintage goods connected 8 million sellers with 96 million buyers. At the end of 2024, Etsy had 2,400 employees. In 2024, Etsy had total sales or gross merchandise sales $12.6 billion on that platform. That year, Etsy garnered a revenue of $2.81 billion and registered a net gain of $303 million. A listing fee of 20 cents per item and seller services includes fees for services such as promoted listings, payment processing, and purchases of shipping labels through the platform. The prices of products are set by the shop owner, but Etsy claims 6.5% of the final sale price of the listing and 6.5% of the postal fee. Etsy has mandatory offsite ad fees of 12% or 15%. If a shop is selling less than $10,000 per year, they can opt out to offsite and ad fees. However, once their sales reach $10,000 per year, offsite ad fees became mandatory and the shop cannot opt out. When a buyer clicks on an offsite and ad and purchases from a shop, the seller is charged that fee on everything that is purchased. Fee is in addition to the listing fees, credit card processing fees, and commissions that are all charged on all sales. Only shops that meet the $10,000 cash in the last threshold when the fee was not listed. Sellers can choose which payment options to offer buyers, including credit cards, debit cards, and PayPal, among others. Etsy has received criticism for its handling of customer data and privacy. As of 2016, the privacy policy section on the website reads, "By using Etsy, the authorized Etsy to use your information in the United States, Ireland, and any other country where Etsy operates." Etsy's main office is Dumbo, Brooklyn, and it has hosted open crafting classes in the Etsy Labs. The site's technology, customer support, marketing, PR businesses, and communications teams operate out of this office. In April of 2012, Etsy announced that it was taking steps to hire more women engineers to improve gender balance of its team. As a website with majority women users but few women engineers, Etsy was one of the main members of the Handmade Consortium, a 2007 effort to encourage buying handmade holiday gifts. Former NPR executive Maria Thomas joined as COO in 2008 and was promoted to CEO and left Etsy in December 2009. During the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, shares in Etsy more than quadrupled, with the company's forward multiple going up around 90 times what analysts had expected from forward earnings. Equity analyst at D.A. Davidson from Forte stated the pandemic gave customers incentive to return to the website multiple times. On June 2nd, 2021, Etsy announced that it had agreed to acquire shopping app Depop, the fashion resale marketplace, for $1.63 billion. In most locations where Etsy payments is not available, new shops are unable to onboard to Etsy. As of April 26, 2021, most sellers opening new shops on Etsy are required to go on board with Etsy payments. The company stated that an item that arrives damaged, does not arrive, or does not match description will be refunded in full for the buyer. Etsy also reported it would invest $25 million to cover the refunds for cases where the seller is not at fault or for item damage or loss. In December 2023, Etsy laid off approximately 225 employees, or 11% of its workforce. In January 2024, Etsy introduced gift mode powered by OpenAI GPT-4. Etsy has been permitting the sale of bootleg movies and music recordings on their site in addition to counterfeit merchandise. They have also repeatedly failed to remove items reported to them. This is me, Alquan, and I hope you learned a lot about this stuff. And if you haven't never shipped an order at Etsy before, I don't know what it's like. I know they have, like I said in the beginning, they have arts and crafts. They got all this stuff at Etsy. And like I said, I'm an Amazon fan and I'm an eBay fan. This is me, Alquan, and I will see you at the next episode. Hello everyone, this is me, Alquan. And if you like this video, I want you to go like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, keep learning and you will know a lot.